Local news now. A major decision expected today in the trial of a white woman accused of verbally attacking a black family last summer. Defense for 34-year-old Christine Longo of South Kingstown has now asked the judge to dismiss this case. KAYLA Fish joining us now with a look at what could happen next.
Well, Patrick, both sides in this case will return to the courtroom this afternoon to hear the judge's decision on whether this trial is going to continue. Day 3 of the trial concluded yesterday with the prosecution resting its case. 34-year-old Christine Longo, seen here, is charged with disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor, for allegedly berating a black family outside a Narragansett restaurant last summer. The Attorney General added a rarely used hate crime law to her offense, meaning if she's found guilty, she could face a stricter sentence. But her defense is arguing that while her words may be offensive, that doesn't mean they're criminal.
The words that were uttered that day by Miss Longo were offensive, insensitive, crass, cruel, hurtful, maybe even hateful. I do not condone the language Miss Longo exhibited on that day. However, Judge, her words are protected under the First Amendment.
It's the meaning behind the words that are insulting somebody's race, debasing them to their race and their nationality alone. That is the offensive. That is where the fighting comes from.
Now, if the judge decides not to dismiss this case, we're told the defense plans on calling witnesses to the stand. Stay with 12 News as we continue covering this ongoing trial. Live in studio this morning, I'm KAYLA Fish, 12 News.
Top story this half hour, continue tracking a hate crime trial out of South Kingstown. A woman is accused of verbally attacking a black family last summer. Prosecution rested its case yesterday. 12 News reporter KAYLA Fish joins us now with a look ahead at what's next.
Well, the defense has asked the judge to dismiss the case against 34-year-old Christine Longo, claiming her words, although offensive, are not a crime. But prosecutors say Longo approached the Akpabi family of East Providence last summer outside a popular restaurant using racially charged language and telling them to go back to where they came from. The family testified last week that those comments made them feel unsafe and unwelcome. Longo is charged with disorderly conduct enhanced by the state's rarely used hate crime law. But her defense says this is a First Amendment issue.
Her words, even though offensive, do not rise to that of a fighting words. Her words are not criminal.
It's a crime because they were said to these people, to these victims. It's a crime because her words demean them down to their most basic feature, their race. Something they can't escape, they can't take off at night, they can't retire from.
Now, there's no jury in this bench trial. Instead, it's going to be decided by a judge, and that judge is expected to rule today on whether to dismiss the case as requested by the defense. We'll continue bringing you updates both on air and online as this trial continues. In studio this morning, I'm KAYLA Fish, 12 News.